Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Surviving Mars. This one's probably going to be called The 12 Apostles, because we are going to be going with a religious start, and we're going to send our initial shuttle load of 12 colonists to Mars, and then no other colonists. We are going to try to go entirely with just Martian-borns from that point. So it might be a little bit of a trickier and slower start, and certainly the Church of New York is a pretty tough start as is. Now, it's not considered, based on the difficulty bonus, quite as hard as, say, Russia or Paradox Interactive, and some people aren't quite sure about that. I mean, you start with no research whatsoever. Oh, hello. What's this entry about rare metals prices? Different people have different value for rare metals, so they get more money from mining? Well, they must have added that after release, or at release rather than my press version. I don't remember that line over there. So we also get less money from that, which is crazy. The thing is, though, the religious trade is actually really good for keeping your people happy, and the doubled birth rate is actually going to be kind of handy-dandy. Part of me does think that perhaps the Church of New York actually is, one of the hardest starts, but I think it'll work okay. So who's your commander profile going to be? Well, we could go doctor. I mean, we could go and just double up on the baby making here. So lower the minimum comfort required for birth by 15. That will ensure that we can start making babies really, really fast. There is an achievement you can get for having, I think, 100 babies born by Sol 100 or something like that. I think as the Church of New York, there's something like that. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to head in that direction on the basis that that would probably be a little easier with more people to start off with, because you have a, I don't know, larger pool of breeders probably. But I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how many kids we do have by Sol 100. Our logo will, of course, be the Brussels sprouts over here. Our mystery, I said we're going to take one of the hard mysteries here, rather than randomize it. Of course, we've done Inner Light at that point with the John Luck Pickard quote. We're going to go to Marsgate. Is it going to be like a Stargate? And what would that mean? It's considered hard, too. Whatever, I'm going to go for it. Marsgate. And I have not spoiled myself on any of these mysteries, so I have no idea what we have going for us. So, it's 240% difficulty. The game considers the setup to be fairly challenging. And on top of that, we're going to have our own self-imposed challenge of not sending more people from Earth. So, this is going to be fine. Next. Alright, so probably not going to mess with the initial startup too much. Michael, I wonder if this is based, I think these names are based on your sponsor, and I mean, Michael would make sense. I mean, the Archangel, sure, that's good. The prefab buildings we're going to be sent with, drone hub, sure, moisture evaporator, in case we don't start with water, sure. Fuel refinery, we really do have to start with a prefab for this, because, of course, we're not playing the International Mars mission, so we don't create our own fuel. I think I will go for the initial setup. I think that's okay. I mean, we could trim back on some of the drones and maybe sneak in something else over here. Or, in practice, we're going to have to almost certainly send ourselves a rover and explorer on the next go. Of course, we don't make any base science per Sol, so we don't get any science at all until we have an explorer to pop some anomalies, right? Consider that. How crazy is that? I don't know. Yeah, it's too much. So we'll just have to send in another rocket, but it's going to be a definite priority. And I think we only have the one rocket, though. So until we refuel it and send it back, we're literally going to produce 0 science. But that's okay. We can live with that. You know what? I actually don't care about the orbital probes as much. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Now, I don't think I need to send any more drones. In fact, 6 drones is probably, it'll be a slower start, but that's going to be okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and pack some extra machine parts. Okay, and then we'll go in and do this after all. Alright, I'm fine with that. Next. So, I'll just randomize until we find something vaguely interesting. I think that's a little too low overall on resources. Now, last time, of course, we had tons of meteors and dust storms. We could, now, things are going to be hard enough. Right? Things are going to be really challenging as is, but it would be interesting to finally see somewhere with cold waves. Some cold waves would be nice. In fact, it might be nice to have some of everything. We want a decent amount of resources. It's a lot of concrete, a little metal, a little water. I mean, I guess that's okay. That was you know what? If I just open this and copy that, just in case we want to go back to it. Dust storms and cold waves, no meteors. Lots of metals, light on concrete and water. That is actually kind of interesting. Low on everything. Look at the difficulty bonus. It's going insane. A little bit of everything. I'd like a little bit of everything on the threats, but a little higher. That's no cold waves. And I do want some cold waves. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Okay. I can dig this against super high difficulty. Maximum cold wave. So it's going to be a problem all the time. Drones and many field... cold waves last several sols, increasing the power consumption of vehicles, drones, and many field buildings. Water towers are frozen during cold waves. And we'll have to research heaters and stuff like that. Let's not lie. This is going to be... Everything about this is going to be insane. Everything about the setup that we're doing is going to be insane. In before shortest Let's Play of Surviving Mars yet? We shall see. So water towers freeze, but it doesn't say anything about our actual water collection, which is nice, although there's lots of other things that can shut those things down. And of course we can get heaters. Oh my god, this is brutal landscape. Oh my god, look how rough this is. Is there permafrost over here? Oh my. Okay, well. What we're going to do is we're going to queue up some scans here. In areas that might have stuff. Not much buildable area here. Although, we'll want to see what's next to us. Of course, we've got concrete in our initial area. The rare metals. I mean, I guess we'll just land here. It's fine. I didn't bring the extra scanners, so we can't really sort of check out any more than this. But that's okay. Now, we need to make sure that wherever we land, we're going to be in range of the concrete. But other than that, I think a little further down here would be nice. We do have the metals over here. I mean, there's a little overlap with an unexplored sector. So why don't we go and do this? We're not going to need to access the rare metals for quite some time. I think I'll rotate around this way, actually. Boom. And we're going to do that. Okay, active research. We have 0 research happening right now. Low-G fungi. Polymer factory, we don't need that right away. The transport, no. Probes, no. Here we go. The first thing we'll need to do is actually get ourselves a little bit of science trickling in. Probably. And then we'll activate the low-G fungus as well. Put that in a queue, and then hope we get something a little bit more useful somewhere after that. Am I going to build an initial tower? I guess so. Right, let's go to normal speed for a bit rather than pause a bunch. So we are going to want some concrete. Looks like somewhere over here we'll catch most of it. It is a high quality, so we're going to get concrete quite quickly. We're going to run you down like that, giving us a fair amount of space. Of course, we have to start with a solar panel because we don't have the resources to do anything else at the start. I'll build it up here. I don't know how much of a dust radius there is there. Maybe it's a fall-off curve or something, but this seems to have some amount of distance from the concrete extractor, so it's probably okay. I'm going to get a universal storage depot like right outside of the shuttle spot. We'll get a dumping spot over here within range of that. We could get a battery, but right now we're going to be fine with just running, you know, during the day. We are also going to need enough power to run 1 moisture evaporator. So that's another 5 energy. So that's going to be 1 extra solar panel. Because we need 1 for the mine and then 1 for this. And then we are also going to need our fuel refinery set up here. And I think just that's actually enough to connect both of those, because I think they overlap there. We'll double check. I think the fuel refinery... Oh, we don't get the stats. So I don't know how much power it is. Probably at least another 5. So we'll do this. With 3 solar panels, in theory, assuming this is another 5, we can run everything during the day. Obviously, it's not going to run at night, but that's okay. At least for now. Because the only reason we need, like, 24/7 productivity is if we have a dome. So, yes, you're demanding 5. So, yeah, that'll be fine. So, we'll all get production during the day, none during the night. I mean, I didn't need to be these extra cables, which does use extra metal, but luckily we do have some metal deposits over here. RC Transport, I'm going to get you to load resources and unload resources. Oops, I used the wrong button to cancel you. There you go. It's right-click to sort of dismiss the building mode, and left-click to dismiss the selected vehicle here. So he's going to collect some of the metal, dump it off over there, save these drones a little bit of time. We can also collect resources from out... Oh my god! The game is trying to kill us already. Is that a meteor strike? Oh, it's not even like a metal-bearing one. That is annoying. Chunk, 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 chunk. This RC transport doesn't actually work that quickly, does it? And right, we can't actually harvest metal in an area we haven't scanned either. So we don't know what's over there. Not yet. Now, we are scanning slowly, but surely. It is there. It does take 2 power to run a sensor tower. And a little bit more of our precious metal. Could we actually consider skipping the sensor tower? I don't think so. I think we do need a sensor tower. Oh, we could get that drone hub down, too, for when we leave with the rocket, which is going to be important, because the rocket's definitely going to leave at some point. But that will use more power. So, tell you what, I'm going to get another solar panel here, and I will build the sensor tower, and I'm going to build this one down this way, a little closer to the areas we're actually scanning. So no power at night, but that's fine. I believe we do have all the resources we need. And yeah, I don't think there's any other visible resources here. Hopefully we've got enough metal to do all this, because I don't think we bring any with us. It's expected to just pick it up from the surface. I mean, at least we do have our fuel refinery going on. So, if push comes to shove, we could turn off the other things. And just keep the evaporator and the fuel refinery, which of course we get built out of prefabs, and then we'd have enough power to keep that running by itself. So, that wouldn't be too shabby. Now, we are going to want to be kind of careful about when we send people here, because we really can't lose our initial group of people, since we don't want to send anyone else from Earth. We've got our 12 apostles, and that'll be it. Alright, we are now refining fuel. Good. And as soon as this is up, there we go. Everything is running during the day. Don't we have a power shortage? Oh, no, I built the extra one, so we actually have a 3 surplus. Okay. I forgot that I built an extra solar panel to cover the sensor tower. Alright, so these things will scan quite a bit faster now. And we'll see what we can see. I mean, we can build up there. There actually is a ramp here. Plus, of course, we can just build a tunnel. But yeah, overall, this landscape is pretty hairy.
Scanned. Anomaly found.
Alright, anomalies don't help. Oh, the metals do, though. Okay, so some of the drones are going to be able to do it. But, in addition to that, here, you go over here. Recharge up. I'm going to get you to load these resources. And then just unload them, like, right on top of the wire, because that way you'll recharge once you come back. And then there's metal here closer, and it is just... no, it is in range. Never mind. Excellent. So no power at night. I mean, I've set up batteries. At this point, I've got concrete, so I could set up my wind turbines. But I think we'll hold on. We are on a elevated area as well, so our wind turbines will make a lot of power. But right now, I'm perfectly okay with this not running at night. No need to rush. So what we're waiting for, the next thing, is to refuel the Michael rocket over here so that we can get more stuff. Because I'm not mistaken, we have no other rockets here. But hey, at least we won't have to use rockets to deliver passengers other than that one time. So yeah, by avoiding the solar panel, or the wind turbines, we are avoiding A, using some machine parts, and B, building something that needs to be maintained with machine parts. One of the advantages of the solar panels is they only have to be maintained with metal, which right now we have like a plentiful amount because we can keep collecting from the surface. Obviously at some point we're going to have to start mining, but yeah. I'm going to queue up the scan over here. Curious to see what's around. We've got an eyeball and a key already. We will see what kind of breakthroughs we might get. A few good breakthroughs early on makes all the difference. I'm still quite partial to that, like, free cables and free pipes. Good God, that was cool. I don't know if they're the most powerful ones, but that's the kind of breakthrough I appreciate the most. It's not terribly exciting, but man, does that ever work nicely.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
I guess I'm going to put a concrete storage right next to this, so my drones don't have to work quite as hard. And what I might do is actually set up a proper metal depot somewhere. So, excuse me, I'm dumping the metal here. Because by doing this... Oh, it actually goes to the transport there. I was going to say, by doing this, my transport will actually go and recharge over here. But I guess that's not the case. It just tries to dump it near the closest stockpile. I'm just going to build, I think, a second universal depot here for now. Is going to be fine. There's still something to be said about a dedicated metal area, though. And you have nothing else to pick up over here. So I'm going to get you to load these and just unload that over there. How come the stockpile's not being built? Oh, are you having to move the stuff out of the way first? Oh. Alright, I didn't realize that. My bad. Alright. Slow refueling job. Of course, we're only running, you know, part of the time. But that's okay. We're not in a rush. Well, I mean, in a sense, to hit our milestones of research and things like that, we want to get our people on Sol, like, sooner rather than later. We could run the fuel refinery 24/7 if we changed our power setup a little, but I think I'm okay with this. It doesn't make a terribly fast start to the videos, but that's going to be alright. Yeah, random reading. That could start us up on our anomalies, or our mystery, but I don't think so. A lot of times it's like, oh, it's a beautiful vista, you get a celebrity or something. I'm really hoping we can get a saint. A saint, like, establishing one saint in our colony would make such a huge difference. Because any religious people in a dome with a saint get happier, and all of our people will be religious. And the happier everyone is, the more babies we get. Where are you carting that off to? Oh, to the Universal Depot. Why would you do that instead of here? I think you're trying to balance the amount of numbers in the depots within range. I think that might be their behavior. I don't know. So, what else can we do right now? I don't...
Milestone achieved. Sector scan.
Hey, we found water. Cool. We could plop down the drone hub. Again, we're going to want that before that goes. So, realistically, well, again, if the drone hubs don't work at night, is it that bad? Well, kinda, because there might be some wonky maintenance things. It only consumes 3 power. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to extend this out. This way. It's concrete. Where's the water? Oh, down there. Okay. Because we're not really going to be doing tunnel stuff early on. And it probably is going to be fine to stretch this out like that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan the drone hub. Maybe a little higher here. To cover more of the concrete for when we expand over there. Something like that should be okay. Who's low power? Oh, it must be you. It's our only vehicle here. That's going to be... Well, if you run out, we don't have a way to recharge you right now. So go ahead and charge up. Chung, 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 chung. Oh, except you can't charge at night. So you got that. So yes, I will set up probably 2 wind turbines. I'm going to set the drone hub to be top priority, so it gets first crack at power. And yeah, 2 wind turbines, which is more than enough, like way more than enough to run the drone hub. But you know, then we'll get a little bit of juice for something else, and we might mess with the priorities. I'll probably bring the concrete extractor down to level 1, so it's the last thing to get power, because I think that's probably okay. There you go. Drone hub keeps working. I mean, in a sense, the drone hub doesn't need to, like, do anything if everything is shut down. But I want it around for maintenance purposes, you know? We can get rid of this milestone marker. We still don't have any research going on. But yeah, that's what the Explorer will do for us. He'll pop the research, and the first research we get is the one that's going to passively give us 100 science per soul. And that'll get us started. And hopefully we can unlock the tech that gives us 100 research per soul per explorer. We might even consider getting a second explorer just to passively gain a bit more research. I don't know.
Sector scanned.
Alright. I need you to collect this stuff, and then we'll drop it off over there. We found more concrete. Nice, lovely. Debris piles. It's so nice when you, like, get the rock liquefaction. It's so nice to clean up all these debris piles later on. Alright, how you doing on your refueling? Long, long way to go. This will probably be running basically 24/7 now. That's the other thing. Like, the slow start is kind of okay in a way, but the maintenance requirements go up. Like, they're continuously accruing on your buildings, right? So if you start too slow, you can run into a problem where you've spent so many resources on maintenance and not gotten enough done. But the refueling's happening fairly quickly. I think we're going to be okay. So, as with before, I'm gonna put a cut in here. It's shorter than a normal episode, but I'm just going to let time kill over here for this to get refueled, because there's nothing really going on. If any disaster start or whatever, we'll make sure to click right back in. But for now, I'm very happy to just let this run for a bit. So thank you very much for watching a fresh new Let's Play for Surviving Mars. This is going to be incredibly difficult.
Sector scanned.
Oh! Kind of funny when everything just pops in suddenly like that. Actually, a bunch more concrete right here. We've got lots of concrete. Holy cow. Alright, thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you guys next time.